Hello Capricorn and welcome to my channel Tarot by Gabrielle. This is going to be a general love reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs looking at you and the person that you are currently connected to and needing to learn the most from right now. We're looking at all three sides of the connection. We've got your energy toward it, their energy toward it, and the energy in between it. Concept being that there are three sides to every story. So looking at your version of the truth, their version of the truth, and kind of this higher level unbiased truth in the middle. I do encourage you with these readings to think outside of the box. This might not just be talking about a romantic connection. This could be talking about a friend, a family member, a coworker, anyone that you are feeling connected to that you are needing to learn something from at this time. The last thing I want to mention is that these energies very well could be swapped. Any information on the extended reading or in booking a personal reading with me is in the description box below. So I guess that wasn't the last thing I was going to mention. All right, Capricorn, on your side of this connection, you have higher ground with you are worth it. The universe is asking you to look at this connection from a higher perspective and to make sure that you are seeing your worth and your value in this connection, making sure that you are putting yourself first. Now, of course, we can't always put our needs and our desires first. Of course, sometimes other people's needs and desires have to come before our own. But you want to make sure that you are not consistently putting somebody else's needs above your own. I feel like this connection is pushing you to see your own worth. Now, oftentimes when that is the case, they can be kind of painful connections, triggering connections. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're not, connections that are bad. It doesn't mean that they're bad for us. It just means that they really are pushing us to see things from a different perspective. Now, this person has pause and contemplation. So they are, I feel like, not really sure how to proceed. I feel like in their mind, this connection's at a pause. They're kind of taking a time out here to see what the best course of action for them is. And I feel like you should be doing the same in some way, shape, or form, because I feel like they are in a state. It's funny because this is the second time this contemplation card has come out for this energy over here today. What was the other one? It was for Virgo. It was for Virgo, I believe. Yeah, it was Virgo. Which might not be released yet. I think I released Capricorn and Taurus, or maybe I don't know. Anyway, it does not matter. All I'm saying is it's interesting this contemplation card has come out for over here for two earth signs. But I do see that in their energy, they're very I just don't really know that if they feel like they know how to proceed. I feel like they're trying to figure out what's best for them, and I feel like right now is a time for you to figure out what's best for you. Now, in between this connection, you have fresh approach with let love be your beacon. This pause here that's taken place is to help you both kind of see things from a different perspective, and to take some sort of a fresh approach and I feel like it's like to give you both time to listen to your heart. Like, that sounds silly, cheesy, but it's what I'm feeling here. It's like this pause in between this connection is to help you guys both kind of tap into a deeper energy and to try to really see what is going to be best for you here. But let's see. Let's start, Capricorn, by looking at your side of this connection. What is Capricorn dealing with on their side of the connection? You are worth it with higher ground. This is Capricorn's side of this connection. Capricorn side of the connection to the person they are dealing with, please. This is Capricorn side of the connection, please. See, yeah, things were slow moving in this. I feel like they were headed in the right direction for a while, and then they kind of just came to a pause. And now, right now, Capricorn, you're feeling very defensive. You're feeling like you have to protect yourself here. I don't necessarily know if it's from this person or if just like you're being triggered, your past is being triggered, and so you kind of have your guard up. But I do see that you do have your guard up when it comes to this. And I feel like, yeah, I think it's something from your past is being triggered through this. I feel like you feel a little underappreciated, Capricorn. I feel like you feel a little taken for granted in some way, shape, or form. Now, I also feel like this connection is pushing you to see your worth here. So that makes sense. If it's triggering feelings of not feeling good enough or not feeling deserving or appreciated or whatever the case is, then it's trying to, this connection's, the purpose of it is trying to point you to, what it is you are deserving of and making sure that you are setting boundaries and saying, if I don't receive what I'm deserving of, then I need to go find it elsewhere. All right, Capricorn side of this connection to the person they are dealing with. Capricorn side of this connection to the person they are dealing with, please. The Hermit. Yeah, see? This connection's trying to turn you inward here. It's trying to push you to look within. And specifically, yeah, look, there's that Page of Wands again. I want more on this Page of Wands. I was going to say specifically this inner child energy. This what's being poked at here. Let's clarify this Page of Wands for Capricorn. You've lost a lot in your life, Capricorn. I feel like you've lost a lot of love too. You've lost a lot of things that you've loved. But I feel like that's been very, very frustrating for you, and it's kind of caused you to start to implement. Not implement. That's not the right word at all. It's caused you to start to bring a lot of your anxiety about what's happened in the past into current connections. And so I feel like right now this connection is triggering a lot of your past anxiety about lost love. I just feel like I keep needing to shuffle here. Let's get more for Capricorn side of the connection. This is Capricorn side of the connection to the person they are dealing with. Could be dealing, well, we have an earth sign here and a fire sign. Some lesson from your past is being brought up in this connection. Can I get more on this? Some lesson from your past is being brought up. That scared me. What are you doing? Sorry, my dog's being weird. What is this lesson here? Some lesson from your past. Something about, okay, if you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always gotten, right? If you approach relationships from the same point of view, if you approach them from the same perspective, if you look at them the same way, you will consistently receive the same type of relationship. You will receive the same lesson. Things will repeat themselves over and over and over. In order to attract new into our lives, new connections, and if we're in a connection, then to change that connection for the better, we have to change our perspective on it. And in some way, shape, or form, because that's why you have fresh approach and higher ground. In some way, shape, or form, you are needing to reapproach in a different way how it is you feel connections of this sort need to be. Because there is a part of you that believes something very limiting about them. But let me get more on that. I want to get deeper insight into that. This is for Capricorn side of the connection. Deeper insight into that message, please. On what perspective is Capricorn needing to have? A shift is Capricorn needing to have. This is about how you have the Emperor in the World in reverse. This is about what examples in love you've had. For instance, if your parents got divorced, you might have internalized the belief that love is very temporary and nothing lasts forever, or relationships always end, or whatever the case is. And there's some sort of cycle in your relationships that has repeated that is trying to get you to change a limiting belief that you have acquired from from how you perceived relationships as a child. And this connection in particular is pointing at that, is trying to bring something to the surface. This connection in particular is trying to bring something to the surface so that you can complete a cycle here. And it could have been the way that you experienced love through a father figure. It doesn't have to be a male figure. Let me get more here. This is Capricorn's side of this connection to the person they are dealing with. We're getting deep in this one. This is Capricorn's side of this connection to the person they are dealing with. Let me get more here. The Page of Pentacles in reverse and the Eight of Pentacles. Clarifying this message. Okay. Something about you believe relationships take work, but there's a part of you, it's almost like you believe that in order to not be alone, you have to be unhappy. Meaning, like, I don't know, there's something about like unhappiness and like making it work anyway, even though you're unhappy. Maybe for the sake of children or finances or something. It's like, even if you're unhappy, you got to make it work anyway. Like, there's something about you feel like it's, I don't know necessarily know if it's like in order to not be alone or what, but there's something about your belief that stems something like yeah, like even though you're unhappy, you make it work anyway. And this connection for some reason is really bringing up that belief. This is Capricorn side of this connection. This is a strange reading. I hope this is resonating for someone. This is Capricorn side of this connection. You believe, okay, obstacles are absolutely part of love and building connections, but they don't have to be so frequent. Because I feel like with this connection, it's almost like there's more, this is more work than enjoyment. Relationships take work, absolutely, but the majority of the time you should be enjoying it. And this connection in particular has taken a lot of work, Capricorn. But that work, it feels like the work you put in, it never really seems to pay off. Interesting. Okay. So what does this person happen to think about? What is going on here, Capricorn? This person's energy toward Capricorn, please. This is this person's energy toward Capricorn. What is going on with this person? Okay, can I get more on that Chariot? The same Six of Cups in reverse. What is this saying? Okay, sorry, there's so much. So, They want things to move forward here, but I feel like they don't know how. They don't know how to move things forward. Now, with the Six of Cups in reverse, this person, this is confirmation that they are a lesson from your past. It's the same card as right here. But then you have this Page of Cups in reverse. What in the world? Okay, let me get more here for this energy. What is this? This Page of Cups energy is really strange. Can I get more on this Page of Cups? There you are with the Three of Swords. Okay, so this is like emotional immaturity that keeps causing you heartbreak. That's what this is. That's what this is. But then the Six of Cups in reverse and this Chariot, it's almost like they want things to work here. I do. I feel that way. But it kind of feels like they want things to work their way. Like it's like their way. And I feel like maybe that's where like you're constantly adapting. Maybe you feel like you're constantly sacrificing for this, or you constantly are like giving to this, but it feels like it's like no matter how much you do, or no matter like you're constantly feeling not good enough. This person has a tendency to make you feel not good enough. It's like no matter what you do, or no matter how hard you try, it's never good enough. But it's not that what you're doing is not good enough. It's that this person is dealing with this like emotional immaturity here. And maybe that's the lesson from your past, never quite feeling good enough. This person's energy toward Capricorn. I feel like this person has like really high expectations. Like 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 it's like you could do a million things right, but then you do one thing that's wrong, and it's like this big ordeal. It's like this person, I don't know, it's like they expect a lot from you. So it's like you've done all these things right, and now that's what, like, remember what I said? I was like, what does this person have to think about? Because it's like it kind of feels like you're the one getting the short end of the stick here, not them. But for some reason they feel very demanding in a way. I feel like is a good way to put that. This person's energy toward Capricorn. Queen of Swords or the Five of Swords. They're very defensive when they speak to you. I feel like they don't know how to communicate. They might know how to like talk, but I don't necessarily know if they know how to communicate. Their words are very defensive. The way that they speak to you is very defensive. They could have a tendency to get very angry or get very like a hostile. And that's where you end up hurt. That's when you end up hurt here. This is this person's energy to a Capricorn. I feel like this connection's lost a little bit of the initial passion. that existed here. And it's because it's almost like it's been replaced with struggle. But I want to know, because I do kind of feel on some level this person, that's where their expectations, I feel like they look for you to make them happy. Because I don't think that they're in a, I don't necessarily know if they're like in a good spot, but it's like when you're not able to make them happy or like fulfill their every need or something, like it's like they turn around, they put all of their struggles on you. Like it's like you're always the reason for their problem. And that's not, I don't feel like this person means to do that at all. It just, it kind of feels like they have a tendency to, it's like expect a lot out of you, but to an extent where it's not even like, but like maybe then they're not grateful for the things that you do well. This person's energy toward Capricorn. Yeah, there it is. I was waiting for that. They are. They're pretty controlling. And I feel like maybe you had a controlling father figure. Maybe that's the way you thought that relationships are supposed to go. Or like in your mind, there was always one person who was more in control than the other in connections. Like because of how you experienced them growing up or something. But this person, they are. They're very controlling. They're very and again, it's not, they could be like, it could be coming from a place of ego. I feel like it's ultimately coming from a place of protecting themselves. This person's energy toward Capricorn. This is the perspective shift that's needed, because this is for both of you. Both of you needing to bring love into this situation with a fresh approach here. Can I get more on this Hierophant in reverse? There it is. I feel like this person has a tendency to be very honestly though, Capricorn, I feel like both of you do have a tendency to be very overly emotional, specifically when it comes to this connection. Like this connection brings out like your emotional side. Like it's really hard to stay level-headed in this connection. Like for some reason it's very like, it brings out like, it has the potential to bring out the best in you guys, but it also kind of sometimes pulls out the worst of you. And I feel like it's just because like their emotions are kind of running the show here. But I feel like they're constantly leaving you feeling never quite good enough in some way, shape, or form. Like it's like no matter what you do, you're not good enough. And just know that that's not true. That's not a truth, right? But there's something deeper going on. All right, we're going to hop on over to the extended reminder for in between this connection. You have Let Love Be Your Beacon with Fresh Approach. I'm going to pull 9 different messages for that and an advice card at the end. Thank you guys so much, as always, for the support of my channel. I do hope that this reading resonated with you in a way that you are needing today. And as always, I wish you nothing but love and healing on your journey moving forward. Bye, Capricorn.